you can either come off of mute if you want to ask in person, or I can check the chat.
We have one question in the chat right now.
Okay.
Yep. Did you hire a professional to film your YouTube videos and to edit them? Common question.
Yeah, you're looking at her. I filmed everything myself on an iPhone. So, and that's what I show you in the course, is how I film outdoor videos, how I film office videos, and how I did it all with an iPhone. Now, I never edited a single video because, number one, it's not the best use of your time. And I don't think anybody should spend their time editing videos unless you're like some master graphic artist and this is your art. But most real estate agents I know, that's not their specialty. So I knew it wasn't mine. I was never interested in editing, and I knew it would take me 10 times longer. And I would have quit after the first video. So Chrissy is not only our everything, but she's also our editor, and which now we're moving her out of that role because we're growing so much that we need her to, contribute to other parts of the business. So we're bringing on a different editor, which is fine. But yeah, she's always been there for us, and she'll continue. Now she'll manage the editing team, but you don't have a marketing budget. So I recommend that you have an editing budget. Now, the good thing about an editing budget is it's a fixed budget. So you know exactly what you're going to spend each month. Unlike marketing, you could spend different amounts every single month. It's usually changes, and you probably get no return. If you spend money on editing for at least 4 months, you're going to turn over a transaction, and that's going to pay for everything. So if you've got enough to budget that in, then I highly recommend that. And we provide that too. So if you need editing services, you don't need it right now unless you just want to get straight into it. But once you go through the course or you understand how to make videos, we offer editing services on top of that, because we did that just because we kept getting asked over and over and over again. And I know how hard it is to find good editors, but our team can do that, and it's turnkey. So if you just film the content, they'll edit it, geotag it, write the titles, the descriptions, optimize it, tags, titles, hashtags, upload it, and everything to YouTube, even make the thumbnail. It's turnkey. So it saves you a lot of time and energy and effort on there. And I don't think you'll probably find better pricing. We put it as low as we possibly could. It's very competitive. And then you got Chrissy, who oversees all of that. And she's edited, it's not just our channel. We have 3 other channels that she works on as well. I mean, she's probably edited 300 to 500 videos for us over the last year and a half or so. I mean, so you don't have to coach her either. That's the other great thing. So anyways, we offer that too, but I would recommend that. I don't recommend any real estate agent. As a real estate agent, I believe you should be doing 2 things: creating content and negotiating contracts, period. Anything else is you should sub that out. Transaction coordination, just like inspections. You don't get licensed in inspections to go do all your inspections. You sub that out. Same thing you should do with transaction coordination. You shouldn't be monitoring all that. Our transaction coordinator, which is zero cost, by the way, she's free. You should have a free transaction coordinator because they handle everything. Like, we get something under contract, she takes over 100%. Guess what we're doing? We're creating more content, negotiating more contracts. So that's what we're doing. And in this market, you have to be a good negotiator. Otherwise, you're going to lose deals. And so you have to be very, very on top of your business to get those deals. So hope that answers that question.
And then we've also got, thanks for your time. How do you go about filming listings? Another common question.
How do you go about what?
Filming listings.
That's something I'd reserve in the course or in our coaching call. I don't really want to get into that because that is I would say a secret strategy, but yeah, I mean, there's just a different way to do that. So to make that relevant and to make it worthwhile on YouTube. But what most agents do is they're like, okay, here's my listing. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It's $400,000. And that's just not going to get any draws. So, but we talk in that. I mean, there's a different way to do it. There's just a different way to do it.
And then is this only for licensed real estate agents? Because I'm a wholesaler.
I mean, the course is, I mean, it has a lot of fundamentals and principles. And so we could talk through that on coaching. We'd have to make a couple of different adjustments, but this is, primarily for licensed real estate agents. If you wanted to do it to, attract wholesale deals, it's a little bit more challenging, but, it can be done. Some of the same principles and fundamentals apply. So we would have to talk through that and work through that. But ultimately, the most important thing is you learn how to make video, record video, how to optimize it, how to get it found on search, because people are searching. People that want to sell that will sell their homes to wholesalers. Guess what they're doing? They're searching on Google, and they're probably searching on YouTube, because most of them, as you know, are in financial strains or situations that they need to get out of. So guess what? They need to understand how to get out of those situations. So there's a way to do it, but we'd have to go through the course and then have some coaching calls after that.
That's everything in the chat.
Okay, great. If anybody wants to come off mute, you can come off mute and ask a question. If not, we can wrap it up and go from there.
Hey, Levi, I don't know if my mic's too loud or not.
You're good.
So I had a question real quick. Is the partnership with you, is that only for incoming agents from an outside brokerage, or can current EXP agents join your team?
Well, unfortunately, no, if you're already with EXP, we can't sponsor you. So you'd have to just buy the course. Unless, where are you located at?
I'm down here in San Antonio.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, we have agents on our local team, of course, and that's different for the local team, but we
Right.
can't, so. Sorry, bud.
Hi, Levi. Okay, so then how do your partnerships with EXP work? I mean, because you said that you don't have commission splits, so I don't know. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, where are you located at, Lawrence?
I'm in DC. I'm currently
DC.
licensed in DC, Maryland, Virginia area. Mhm.
Yeah, somebody's okay. So it's just the way it works. And we can, if you're interested in that, we could have a more in-depth conversation, but ultimately EXP allows you to sponsor agents. They're actually brokered in 18 countries. We do have agents on our, so what I call, you can have a team, which is your local team. It's standard real estate team. But then you have what we call an organization, which means I could sponsor somebody in DC, or we even have a team of 30 agents we sponsored in Canada. So, but we don't have to do that with them, but we provide them everything, because built into the brokerage, you earn a very, very small percentage off of production. And so it's just enough to where there's the incentive to help you become successful and to help you grow your team or your organization as well. And so that's how it works. So ultimately you would join EXP, we would be your sponsor. We would help you with everything, but you would still basically be your own independent agent in DC. And if you wanted to start a team or do anything from there, I mean, we could help you out with that, but otherwise we don't do commission splits or referrals. Number one, it would be a nightmare to try to track all that and to track you down and to hold that accountable and stuff like that. And it's just not something we're interested in doing. So it's more advantageous for us to just coach and work with you and ultimately you've got to do the work, right? So, I mean, if you can do the work, we can sharpen the sword. You just have to swing it, so, but we can get into a more in-depth, just text me number 3 and we'll book a private call and we can talk more in depth about that.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Yep. Okay. Is that it? No other questions?
I think that's it. I haven't seen any new ones in the chat.
Okay.
I do have one more question.
Right.
Does EXP have a problem with working with licensed mortgage originators? Because I'm a licensed originator in Maryland.
No, but you're a licensed agent as well? Real estate agent?
Yeah, I'm a real estate agent in Virginia, Maryland, and DC.
Okay.
Mortgage originator in Maryland.
As far as I know, no. As far as I know, no. So I know there's, as long as you're doing whatever you're doing right now, as long as it's legal, I understand that it should be, fine with them as far as I know. I mean, we can just look into that a little bit more in depth, but yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any problem with that. So.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
We have a last minute question in the chat. Brandon asks, what microphone do you use for your videos when using your gimbal?
So I use a Shure MV88, and I think after this call, we'll send you a message with the tools that we use. So, but it's a little plug and play microphone for an iPhone, and it's very simple. No batteries needed or anything. It's powered off the iPhone. I like it a lot. And yeah, it's very simple. It ranges, I think the last price I've seen on it is about $130, but it's well worth it. Audio is very, very important on your videos. You want to have better audio. Good audio trumps bad video. So even if you make a bad video or it's a little out of focus or something like that, if you have good audio, it's better than having bad audio, right? So microphones are extremely important and well worth the investment. All right, you're welcome. Thank you. Again, guys, you can text me 1, 2, or 3 if you're interested. Like I said, it's that's up to you. Otherwise, I'm not going to chase you down. We only do attraction-based marketing here. So, if you're interested and you want to learn more, if you want to stay, you're happy where you're at, you love your brokerage, that's perfectly fine. That's why we have a price for the course. We don't take anything less out of it. You still get all the information. So it'll still make you $1 million. I know. So good night, everyone. Thanks for joining. And yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions after this.